So yeah, we planned this area to take advantage of all the different strata layers. So there's taller trees, mid-story trees and lower plants. We start off with acacias. They're probably like our emergent canopy right now. And then underneath that, loquats and peaches just here. And yeah, and then the lower layer is arrowroot and comfrey.
Daddy!
They're great for chopping and dropping. And we have a few...
Daddy!
We have one.
Daddy, what's that?
This one is arrowroot.
Ooh.
That one is castor oil.
Oh, what do you use the castor oil for?
Chop and drop.
Daddy!
Pioneer species.
Daddy!
What's that?
So castor oil. What?
Daddy, there's Mom.
Castor oil is great for. It's fast growing. It's fairly herbaceous, easy to manage in regards to chopping, and it breaks down fast. So yeah, we use it to fill spaces quickly, and then use it for mulch, basically.
So is that to build up the soil?
Yeah, mulch to build up the soil. Yeah, to feed the soil. And
Feed the soil.
Yeah, and also like biologically mature the soil for more complex species to thrive in the future.
And I guess if you didn't fill it with something, weeds would just drop in anyway.
100% Clara, yeah.
So you want to fill all your dead
Kaku.
spaces.
We'd have kaku if we're not filling them with a little bit more complex species than kaku, yeah.
So what other ground layers do you have in here?
Ground layers. We're using cassava. It's kind of like, it's a tuber, but it kind of grows up to about 2 meters high. It's cassava, but we do have sweet potato and comfrey are probably like our major, like very low growing plants. But there's a lot packed in here. The arrowroot and the sugarcane and banner grass as well.
You've got some monstera in there.
Yeah, monstera.
And then
Papayas are really coming through probably next.
loquat.
Yeah. We've even got like some small bunya pine.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that are kind of...
Are you worried about those when they get big?
For spikes?
For them jumping on your head?
I think I'll be dead by the time it fruits.
So before it gets to there, okay.
Yeah, someone else...
Just booby trap it for the next person.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a cool example. This is a soursop growing here.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of thriving in the understory. While it establishes before it kind of is exposed to the mostly cold but intense sunlight and that is yeah.
So because that's more of a tropical climate plant, you're protecting it from the elements by planting around it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and having it develop in the understory allows it to acclimatize in like a semi-protected environment. Yeah.
And what do you call a system like this?
I don't know.
How would you describe it?
There's lots of names. I guess maybe syntropic agroforestry, maybe.
And what does that mean?
It means like a forest that's like functioning in syntropy. So like syntropy is in...
The opposite of entropy?
Yeah, like working together, I guess.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So entropy, we tend towards chaos. Syntropy, we tend towards order.
Yeah, and it looks like chaos, but yeah, order and like niches being filled, I guess. Yeah, different plants that occupy the space at different times.
So it's like a forest, but pretty much everything here is either edible or a store of nutrients.
Yeah, yep, that's it. Yeah, edible. Yeah, and also building soil. Yeah, enhancing the soil for the future. Pioneer plants.
Good.
Some like what's that one called again? I forget that one. It's a really cool colour, like false cardamom.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah. That's a good indoor plant actually. I like putting that inside because nothing kills it and it's got a good smell.
Yeah, I've used it like I've put it in with rice, and I cook rice.
Mm.
It kind of flavours it a little bit.
So, is this a lot of work having a syntropic forest?
It depends how big it is. I would say in a smaller area it wouldn't be a lot of work. But
Daddy.
when I start making lots of big
Daddy.
rows, it takes a bit of help to manage. Yeah.
Yeah, and do you get food all year, would you say, out of this?
In the beginning,
Daddy.
yes, I would say. Yeah.
Do you get hungry in winter, Bonnie? No?
You want this one? Yeah, in the beginning we're getting like sweet potatoes. I'm trying to remember now. Maybe the arrowroot is edible. We shouldn't use it too much, but it can be dried and made into flour.
We had some cassava last night.
Cassava, yeah, been eating cassava. So kind of getting those root crops first, and then you might start to harvest some bananas and papayas next, and sugarcane. And then following mulberries is pretty early on. And then we're expecting to sort of get some loquats now, maybe some monstera fruit.
Yeah, I can see you've got a shark fin melon over there, some bananas,
Yeah.
lots of sweet potato, arrowroot. What else can I see? Some elderberries.
Yep. Elderberries, they're great for eating and for soil succession, I guess. These guys
And look at all those bananas up there.
Bananas, we've been harvesting some bananas.
Is this ginger?
Yeah.
No, this one is false cardamom. Cardamom.
And what's next to it over there? Looks
This
like some
guy,
fennel.
Oh yeah, fennel, yeah. And then we have like a Indian apple in there.
Ooh.
There's a lot of plants jammed in, and a lot of them are really small still, establishing in the understory. Yeah, and then as that plant grows, as we continuously chop and drop this plant, that'll kind of change. That'll become the canopy, and this will become the understory.
Yeah. Is this a little worm farm? What's this?
Oh, that's about an outdoor dunny.
Oh, an outdoor dunny. That's alright.
It's a long drive.
Nothing to see here, it's a very short drive.
Hey, got to take nutrients wherever you can get it. Just have a closed loop here. So do you apply any kind of fertilizers, or do you have any kind of pesticides or anything you need to use here?
No, I haven't used anything like that.
No, you haven't had to import any kind of chemicals or anything like that?
Nah, the only thing we import is to initially start off was like some well rotted wood chips and some fresher wood chips to kind of plant into and mulch with. But then after that first year when we planted this out and we mulched everything heavily, all the support species grew enough to produce enough mulch here, so we don't have to bring any more mulch in. And then their prunings are feeding the soil. That's the only input really. So yeah, don't really need to use a wheelbarrow even. It's mostly just management is chopping and dropping and pruning.
And what about irrigation? Do you have any drip lines or anything in here?
I did run sprinklers the first year for these 2 rows. Just as the plants were just watering them in and getting them established in the spring and summer. And then, phase that out now. It doesn't need any water. The rows are kind of on contour, so when it does rain, it's semi-contour, it's not perfectly, but it does trap and slow water, so, and then the mulch holds heaps of moisture, so once it's moistened up and the canopy's formed, there's no need for water really, and it seems pretty resilient even through dry periods.
Do you notice there's a different temperature when you come in here, this part of the garden?
Absolutely, it's wonderful here. It's like, if it's a hot day, come into this part of the garden and the trees are just making the air cooler around us, so, and when the canopy, this has just been all chopped and dropped, but before we did that, the canopy was like fully closed, it was like dense shade, which is great in summer.
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the bananas are wicked. They're great for. I really recommend bananas for starting off a system like this. Yeah, they're just like water tanks, just holding onto moisture that you can chop and then cut and release into the soil around the plants that need it most.
It's beautiful.
What do you think about it?
That one.
What's your favourite plant in here?
Maybe the mulberry tree. Bananas are pretty good.
Bananas, yeah. I'm really looking forward to some more of the, like the later species, like the black sapote and the jackfruit.
Ooh.
That's what I'm really looking forward to.
And you've got some passion fruit.
Yeah, passion fruit will kind of climb up anything at once. The, what did you call them? The shark fin gourds?
Yeah, shark fin melon.
Melon? Yeah, they're kind of, like, yeah.
More loquat. And then is that a olive?
Yeah, olive tree. Got jackfruit, papaya in there, pineapple sage, hazelnuts. Kind of got a bit of a hazelnut bush going on.
Ooh. Yeah, it looks like it's doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's going okay. It's got fresh growth on it.
Those guys are plotting how to get over the fence.
They really want to get in here.
They're
and
like,
eat this,
one
hey?
day